Hey, I'm Temporal72 and welcome to a new episode of
Temporal Reactions.
Yeah. Before I start, I did a funky version of Pisces by Ginger. You can check it out.
No promises I ever give. Don't rely on me and I won't deceive. The beginning or the end you can tell. When I wave my feet and shake my tail, I grew in different normality. We don't
And you can check the whole video right here. Okay, this time I'm going with Soen, which I know it's a really great band. I know that Soen's drummer is the first drummer of Opeth, Martin Lopez. I think I've heard some of their music before, but I'm not really sure. Right now I'm going with their latest single, which is called Monarch. But before I start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to post some stuff right there. Right now, let's do it. This is Soen Monarch. I'm excited. Okay, right now it feels pretty big. Nice. Okay, right now the drums fills were amazing. And you can sense this kind of Opeth vibes in some chords that they are using. I'm guessing they are using some open chords. Maybe they are playing some chords and letting some of the notes of the guitar with open strings. I'm sensing that kind of vibe with the chords that I listened to. But that is great.
When the ice on the wall set the sight on the dissident land, when the meat turns glamorous and the sheep are the lions, as the curtain falls and devotion is measured in blood, hear the monarch call for the lost and the bitter.
Okay. That change was really Opeth-ish. That kind of feeling when you are getting from a heavy part to something that is feeling really acoustic, that is really Opeth-ish. And at the beginning I was feeling some kind of similar timbre between this singer and Michael Ackerfeld, but the more I listened to his voice, I felt that it was different. There is some kind of register that their sound is similar, but no, it's not the same voice. But yeah, at this point, that change was really Opeth-ish. I just wanted to point that out. One part that also sounds like Opeth is the vocal harmonies. Those intervals that they are using sound really like Opeth. But let's listen to the song more. There is something different.
Walking corpse who abandon humanity's cause to become the god of harm, to divide and devour. Seek out
That transition between the chorus and the verse was amazing. I have to say that. When you make that kind of silence and suddenly enter with everything that you have, that is an amazing transition. At this point, they sound really like Opeth, but they don't sound like Opeth in some parts. I don't know. The thing is that right now, Opeth without the growls, they sound like something like prog rock from the 70s. And this doesn't sound like that. This sounds more like early 2000s Opeth, but without the growls. It's weird. But they do have some similar elements. You can sense that. Nice. Nice soul.
the sky so bright, and thundering choirs pierce the air with Christ, into the fire.
Nice. I feel like his voice is lighter than Michael's voice. Michael's voice feels a little more deeper, something a little darker in the tonal quality. I'm guessing this singer has a higher register than Michael. I think that is the difference, but like the core of the sound, the core of their voice is really similar. It has some really similar tonal qualities. I was just trying to see the differences between Opeth and Soen. This song gives me some vibes of Blackwater Park, but it's not as dark as Blackwater Park. Let me see how the song ends. Nice. Nice. Those background voices that started right there were amazing. And I'm hearing some kind of violin supporting those voices. And that is cool. That is giving like the perfect ending. Like they are just growing everything in the dynamics, just to end the song in an epic way. Okay, let me check the beginning of that part. Whoa. Nice. Nice. They were going with a lot of textures at the end, and what they did was just slowing down the rhythm of the drums. So it felt like a perfect ending because they were removing some rhythmic elements that they had before, and they just left the violin with the voices and just the harmonic instruments that in this case are the guitars and the bass. But yeah, this was a really cool song. I really like the riff, the guitar riff, and especially the drums. I really like the tone of the snare and the toms. It was really cool. It felt a little bit bright, but bright in a good way. So you could feel the sound of the snare and the toms really in the mix. It was really cool. And the thing that it sounds really like Opeth is that they are using a similar guitar tone, a similar kind of distortion or overdrive. No, it sounds more like a distortion. And the thing is that they are throwing some really cool rhythmical stuff, but also really cool melodic and harmonic development across the song. And Opeth really shines at those elements, at the rhythmic, melodic, and harmonic elements. So yeah, they really reminded me of Opeth, but they don't sound exactly like Opeth. They are a different band. I will have to listen more of their music, so I could separate what I've heard from Opeth and from Soen. But at this moment, they seem a really cool band. I think they were coming to Colombia in 2020, but because of the pandemic, they were not able to come. So if I hear more of their music and I really like, maybe they can do some rescheduled shows for 2021. And I think I will go. They seem a really cool band to see live. But yeah, that was my reaction to this song. Let me know in the comments with some suggestions that you have for new music. I'm going to do a lot of reactions across this year. So right now, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day and I see you in the next video.